Today, the Mercury Marine destination takes us to Cree Lake in northern Saskatchewan. Cree Lake is home to some of the biggest pike Charlie has ever seen, and he never tires of this yearly trip. Experimenting is important. The hot lure can change daily due to changing conditions. Sometimes even the smallest difference can ring that dinner bell, and this presentation is one to keep a close eye on. If you want to land big pike, make sure you are ready when they answer the call. Then, a lure that is designed for salmon, but is proving that other species can't resist it either. Lake trout and giant pike, this week on Fishful Thinking. Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine, Crestliner Boats, Seagar Smackdown Braided Lines, and Ram Trucks, built to serve. Water conditions are brought to you by Humminbird Fish Finders. Get the big picture. Big waters can blow up fast, but you can be more comfortable. Smooth out your ride with Smooth Move's shock-absorbing seat suspensions.
Haven't seen them yet, but have the fish ever been eating this up today? Just loving this mustad underspin. Mustad makes a great bunch of jigs, of course, with Mustad Ultra Point hooks. This has a little flickering blade underneath it. So when I set the hook plastic on this, it just looks so realistic. It swims great. It's got a little bit of flash, and they've been eating this thing up. Piles of small fish, and I don't think this is a small fish. Set the hook makes so many different color plastics. White's been working great. I'm using a blue one now, looking like a little minnow. Naden, I had a quick look at that thing. It's long.
Yeah?
It's a net, yeah.
Right on.
And it's acting like it. It's. I don't think my eyes deceived me with what I saw.
That's what I like to hear.
We just had to get away from all those little ones. But the feeding fest continues. They really are loving this thing. Still want to get a better look at you. It's got that great mustad hook in it, so I'm not too concerned. Nice strong hook. Just keeps on peeling line. I haven't had a great look at it. If I said it was 42, it could be 47. I just know it's a decent fish. I just haven't seen him yet. Could be even bigger, because he was down deep when I caught a glimpse of him. Spinning the boat. No, you don't get near that motor, buddy. Get way down. Get that line away from the boat and the motor. These fish know what they're doing. Okay, you gonna come up? He's gotta come up soon.
It just keeps taking line.
Yeah. There he is on the surface now. Here he comes up. Here he comes. Right there. Look at that.
That's a nice fish.
Now I can't put too much pressure on him. It's just a single hook there, but yeah, let me grab my gloves, get him in. Here, let me grab some pliers out of here, Aiden.
Okay.
If it's what I think it is, I might want a picture of him, so we'll put him back in the net. Let's do what we've done before, tag team this thing. Oh my gosh, look at the width on this. Oh.
Jeez.
Nice.
Very, very nice fish.
Yeah. I probably would have to retie my leader after this guy. You know, he's not overly long, but he's thick. Okay. Yeah, I just gotta wait till he stops shaking.
Hook is just in the corner of the mouth there.
Oh, wait, you know what? There we go.
Don't even need the pliers.
Yeah,
Look how
no,
easy that is.
beautiful. Thank you. I thought you did. Look,
Get a fish knot on her tail.
thank you. Look at that baby. Excellent, excellent, excellent. You know, I never take enough pictures of these. Let's drop it in the net. I'll grab a quick picture. Excellent.
Healthy fish, eh?
Yeah. So many times they wait for me to let go of their tail before they swim away, but like that. Just waits for the tension to come off. Straight down. Okay, this is the Mustad underspin. Great Mustad jig head, very lifelike, really nicely painted. Good old Mustad ultra point hook, but this little blade underneath that really adds a little extra flash to it and a little extra flicker. So I've got a bunch of set the hook plastic here, the nailer minnows. I got white ones, I got blue ones, I got brown ones. Right now I'm trying to match the blue on this with like a minnow profile. So this has really been working great this morning. And when you put these on, you just want them laying perfectly straight. You don't want bends in it. So estimate where that hook's gonna come out, about 1.5 inches, straight up the nose, work it along, work it along. There's about my 1.5 inches, pop it dead straight out the back, middle of the back, or they could spin. Slide it up, and beautiful, ready to go. But make no mistake about it, good quality hook, and that little flash underneath, these Mustad underspins, this is a brand new product. The first time I've been using it today. I haven't been able to keep them off of it. It's just been fantastic. Well, leader's good for a few more fish, good old CR fluorocarbon. No nick, not enough nicks to have to change that after that big fish. Line's good, and it's going back swimming.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury, power and dependability you can count on.
Your boat cover takes an awful lot of abuse. It's only a matter of time, whether it be 3, 4, 5 years down the road, where the stitching starts coming out, the seams start parting, or you see a spot that's wearing that's starting to leak. A great way to get a couple of extra years out of an old boat cover, good old marine grade silicone. Any of these stitches that you see starting to get a little weak or starting to have a leak, it's amazing that this will give you some more life in your cover.
Conditions today are brought to you by Revo Sunglasses. See what others don't.
The aggression they're showing towards this is unbelievable. They're just trying to kill it. And how big are you? Well, he'd normally be in the net, I think, but we'll see what we can do. Beautiful fish. Fish of a lifetime for some people, just not here. Look at this guy.
Oh yeah, that's a healthy one. Very nice fish.
Just perfectly hooked, so a good release. We won't, there we go.
Perfect.
Excellent, thank you, sir. That was probably 39 inches.
Oh, I'd say.
I tell you, these plastics are tough. Set the hook nailer shads. Like I said, I've got white ones, I've got brown ones. I just brought a few different colors because white's always been productive up here, but I thought, geez, is the blue color of the set the hook? Scented, matches this blue head of this Mustad underspin, and that's why it's called the underspin. You got that little blade down there, and it just adds that extra little flash and flicker, and I don't know if it's drawing the aggression of these fish or it's drawing the hit actually towards the head because I'm not getting a lot of the tails busted off on these ones. They're hitting the head by that blade. So the plastics are lasting forever on this because the little ones and all the big ones are not nipping the tail. They're just eating the whole thing. Pretty cool. And I'm just swimming it back like that. Another little one. Just, you can vary your retrieve with these. You can jig it up and down, but straight retrieve has just been plowing them. It allows them to track it. And like I said, it's just been one after another. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Make sure that's running straight. It's still, let's turn that a little bit. And straight retrieve is working. As long as that straight retrieve is working, I don't change anything. Like I said, they're not all big fish, but it's been non-stop on this lure. And you can see how far that is down. They're just engulfing the thing with that little blade flickering underneath it. Good old mustad underspin. All right, buddy, you guys seem to know where that motor is today. I don't know why, you just seem to know. What do we got? Ah, another dandy. Just another dandy.
Figure that's a netter?
Any other day, yeah, but we've already got a couple of dudes. I'll drag them around to you.
Okay,
Aiden.
sounds good.
But yeah, this is a place where you're spoiled when you manhandle a fish like this and not want to take pictures of it, I'll tell you. But this lure has just been lighting them up. Like I said, it's a good fish.
It is, for sure.
Any other day, I'd go net it.
My hook just
Thank
popped
you.
right out.
Gorgeous.
I mean, that's a 40-inch pike.
Gorgeous. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Jeez, just another nice fish. Love this outfit. Tatula rod, Daiwa Alexa reel, and a 50-pound smackdown, and it's just it's pike ready. It's heavy enough to get these big giants. Set the hook. It's gone. Yeah. Beautiful Tatula rod, nice cork handle, great heavy action. Alexa 300. This is the twin grip reel, twin win grips. So even when they're wet, they're sticky to touch, so you don't lose grip of it. But just a beautiful casting outfit, and with 50-pound test braid on it, the CDR Smackdown. You got to be prepared for big fish. If you're not prepared for big fish, you can't complain when you lose them. This is ready. This is a beautiful big pike combination. Eating this up. Was that the next cast or I think that was the next cast. A guy just put his nose right in the bottom trying to shake me off. You see all the silt that came up with him, Aiden?
Oh yeah.
That just came up with everything. Looking for debris, looking for logs. Now it's not a real meat hook on this. It's a good strong mustad, so I don't have my drag cranked like I have with a thicker hook, but don't kid yourself. I got a lot of pressure on this fish. Another real solid fish. Awesome. That is just fat.
That's a nice one there.
Look how fat that is. Okay, I'll grab my Viking gloves again. Something I would highly recommend you have a cut-proof glove at some point, Aiden, because after 1,000 or so fish without a cut myself at some point, all of a sudden you go, oh, ouch. Okay, I think I got enough line out here for you.
This one might be a
helper?
two-hander here. Yeah, I think so.
It didn't look that long, but look at the girth on this thing. Okay, he is as long or longer than the other.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice fish right there.
I lose the length of them when they're that fat, because you go,
Holy.
it doesn't look it. It doesn't look it. And we've pinched the barbs on these things, so.
That hook pops right out.
Right out. Okay, you're gonna be a knuckle buster, I can tell. The size of these fish, they
Holy.
twist your knuckles. If you don't get a good grip, they'll break a knuckle on you. Look at that. Just look at that. Okay, action so fast, I'm not wasting time for a picture. This guy's going right back. Oh, wow. And the water's a little warm in here, so the quicker you can be with them when you're hitting that 60-degree temperature, the better. He wants to go already. There we go. Wow, I didn't even get the other lure out yet. This Freedom herring. I know it's designed for salmon, but it's going to work on lake trout. It's not, yeah, it's a decent fish. I'm not kidding, I didn't even get, look at my tackle box down here. I didn't even get my other lure set up yet. 50-pound Seagar thread lock. These are big fish. You don't want to baby them. You need 50-pound Seagar fluorocarbon leaders. They have abrasive teeth. This one I did put an 8/0 Mustad big gun hook on though. I wanted a little beefier hook because, well, you've seen the shows up here before. These fish get big. And now with my Daiwa Saltus line counter reel, I know exactly where to go back down to. I don't like using heavy weights up here. I use my jet diver on a dropper line to get me down. There goes the air bubbles. And there's a gorgeous lake trout. Wow. Well, let me clear some of this stuff, Howard, and we'll put it up on the deck. Oh, pretty fish. Look at that. That Freedom herring perfectly pinned right in the mouth, right in the corner. Oh, the pliers are right behind you.
Yeah, just right now.
If you need it.
I'll get a hold of it. Okay.
Isn't that 3 minutes?
Yeah.
It's a herring imitation. Isn't that a beautiful fish?
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't only 3 minutes, I'd maybe get a picture of this and do everything. No, I want to get that back in. Gorgeous fish. All right, buddy. You're gonna take right off. Look at that. My standard setup out here. A jet diver, a tripsy diver on a 3-way swivel. Instead of having 2 weights on that, when you said 40 feet, I took one of the weights off because I didn't want to be pummeling into the bottom. 6 feet of 50-pound Seagar fluorocarbon. And that Freedom herring, you can adjust the turn speed of this. If you want to put a swivel on the front of it, it's going to spin quicker. If you tie it directly, it's going to slow it down. You can put a thicker hook on the back, it'll slow it down a little bit. Thicker fluorocarbon, you can adjust the speed of it. So depending if you want it behind a flasher for salmon with it doing a real corkscrew or just a lazy little flop. And the lazy little flop, it's got to go back out.
Fishful Thinking is brought to you by Mercury Marine, Viking Rain Gear, Seagar Threadlock High-Impact Braided Lines, and Ram Trucks, built to serve. Tackle today, Daiwa Lexa 300 reels with twin wind grip handles. 50-pound test Seagar Smackdown braided lines. Mustad underspin jig heads with ultra point hooks. Daiwa Tatula heavy action rods with X45 bias graphite construction. 5.5-inch nailer swim baits by Set the Hook. Viking 100% waterproof jackets, pants, and bibs. Seagar Abrazix 130-pound test fluorocarbon muskie and pike leader. Harvick Comfort Light boots by Viking. 100% protection from UV, A, B, and C light with Revo sunglasses. And for the lake trout, the Freedom Herring Cut Bait Trolling Lure. Daiwa Saltus line counter reels with 6.1 to 1 gear ratio. And the Mercury 60 horsepower 4-stroke outboard motor.
And a little bit of a bite just as the rain's starting. There we go. This is a new kind of different way of a surface bait, but boy does it work. Nice bass, nice bass.